Breaking immigration news, the United States has suspended all immigration processing for Afghan nationals after an Afghan man was identified as a suspect in the shooting of two National Guardsmen yesterday. In fact, USCIS posted it on its X account last night, saying effective immediately, processing of all immigration requests relating to Afghan nationals is stopped indefinitely pending further review of security and vetting protocols. Goes on to say the protection and safety of our homeland and of the American people remains our singular focus and mission. Based on this, it's assumed that no immigration cases can go forward for Afghan nationals, including family petitions, green card applications, asylum applications, citizenship applications, and more. Now, this incident just happened yesterday and the investigation has not fully concluded. Details are still developing, but despite that, an entire nationality has now been targeted with this blanket policy of no immigration cases moving forward. Now, it's also been reported that the suspect entered the United States in 2021 after the evacuation of Afghans from Afghanistan. However, his asylum application was granted earlier this year during the Trump administration. Now, it's important to note that Afghan immigrants already undergo the most extensive screening and vetting of almost any population coming to the United States. Multiple background checks, biometric screenings, interagency reviews, and intelligence screenings are standard. So if vetting was already this rigorous and this individual was granted asylum under the Trump administration, a blanket shutdown of Afghan immigration does nothing to fix the problem. It simply blocks families, refugees, allies of the United States who had nothing to do with this incident. And since entering office, Trump has taken very aggressive actions towards Afghans. He terminated temporary protected status for Afghans, as well as suspended all refugee admissions. He also issued a travel ban barring Afghan nationals from coming into the United States. So this new suspension continues that same pattern, sweeping restrictions based on nationality, not on individual conduct. For Afghans and their families, here are some steps you can take right now. First, be prepared to participate in any legal challenges to this blanket policy. Connect with advocacy groups who may be working to do something about this. Contact your immigration attorney and consider not traveling internationally until you get more guidance on what this means. And of course, preserve all of your documentation, receipt notices, approval notices, anything that you have from immigration. For more immigration news and information, feel free to give us a follow.